I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Cleveland. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Mike, 20, 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman. Getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Mayfield looks to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Check 180. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mayfield finding Beckham, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Set, 180. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, 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 hey.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
180. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Here's Mayfield. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield, that's out to Chubb, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal. Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on fourth down. Now Mayfield on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Hey, Charlie.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Forced out to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run, Cook, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Bailey able to knock it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 22 yards there, a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 11 yards there, first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Gun! Hey, no, easy.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
180!
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. It's a game. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2, now third down. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
28-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Now from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Exit. 51's the mic. Zebra.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius